Hello, hello.
Good day, sir.
How
You ready to check in?
I am ready to check in.
Let's do this, man.
Yeah, we covered a lot of different stuff, from the difference between a debit card and credit card. We talked about your TED Talk and the $10,000 experiment.
That's right, we did.
That just happened. Then we got the chicken wang.
Oh, the chicken wang. Ain't no thing but a chicken wang.
Yeah. So lots been coming up. I think as we're creating content, what's coming up for me is that there's always things that are going on, circumstances and stories, to be able to draw the nuggets of wisdom, particularly when it comes to finance.
Yes.
And so for me, I think the biggest thing, I got a lot for myself, even though I've been in the financial industry for a long time, the difference between a debit card and a credit card.
Right.
And I just found that to be very interesting. It's mastery of money, right? We're all on the pursuit of mastery.
Totally.
And it's a mountain with no top. So that's what I'm discovering for myself.
And it could be a very, very, very tall mountain.
Yeah.
And some people that you encounter are 3/4 of the way up, and some are barely in the foothills.
Yep.
It's really kind of interesting. For me, what's come up is the number of different lessons to be learned around us. In terms of, I've encountered people who are paying with Venmo, and they want to pay me with Venmo, but they're the way they treat that cashless payment is different than the way I might pay with cash. You know what I mean? Their very way of dealing with money is different. Similarly, I talked to a business owner the other day who was talking about making an investment of $2 million. And so here's a guy who's probably fairly high up on the mountain from a business investment standpoint, but his home finances were kind of in a shambles. Not doing anything that he should be doing on the home front. So it's interesting. You could have maybe 1 foot way high up in the mountain and one way down too. So there is a lot to learn.
Yeah. Very cool.
It's good.
Yeah. Trying to think. Anything else that comes up for you in terms of the comments in terms of explorers and listeners and whatnot? I have a lot of people who say that on social media, it's really awesome because more people are engaging with the content. It's great. We really appreciate it. And what people are sharing so authentically and vulnerably in terms of what is the largest purchase you've had, and people being able to share, I think is really providing a community and allowing people to share and see what's going on, and they're not necessarily alone.
Totally. What I would love to see, Nick, is some of these conversations just create more openness and dialogue in talking about money. Because again, it's still such a taboo subject for most people. To come out and open up and say, I just don't know that, or I would love to know more about that. That maybe that's our job, is to open up those lines of communication.
So to provide the space.
That's right.
To show up.
The space to show up.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, we are getting ready to go into summer months. You've had a lot of travel. What have you taken away from the travel, or what are you looking forward to over the next 30 to 60 days?
So I'm looking forward to not traveling so much. I've shared before, but I'm scheduled for 55 flights this year, and it's a lot of travel, and it's kind of taking a toll on me. Side tangent, but I have a friend of mine who is really into sleep patterns and all of that stuff, and he actually talks about how when you travel and there's a change in time zone, the number of hours of the time zone is the number of weeks it'll take for your body to readjust to sleep patterns. So I'm consistently going from Midwest to LA, and so it's a 2-hour time difference.
Right.
And the amount of time that I'm in either one of them is about 2 weeks. So just as my body is about to adjust, I'm going back, and it's taking another 2 weeks.
Wow.
So one thing I'm looking forward to is really being here, stationed in Des Moines, being able to be heads down and creating the additional content that we're doing. It's very exciting stuff.
That's cool.
And that's what I'm looking forward to in the next in the summer months.
Love it.
Yeah. And also the weather's going to be warming up, and so the content that we're going to be able to create is going to be having different backgrounds.
Yes.
You might hear birds chirping.
It will have different backgrounds. We're going to shoot on the deck, and we're going to shoot outside. We're going to shoot down by the Capitol, probably at the Iowa State Fair, which I'm super excited to introduce you to. There may be some deep fat fried butter on a stick.
I love me some butter.
Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be real good.
What about you? What are you looking forward to?
So as some of you may know, I'm about to head on a trip with my family, and it's a fairly lengthy trip. I'm not sure it's like a 7-hour difference. It'll take me 7 weeks to get back to it. That's scary. But anyway, we're taking this trip, and I'm excited about taking a pause on some of this and getting really intentional and strategic about what happens in my life when I get back.
Yep. And you're not going to Chicago, right? Where are you going?
No, Sorrento.
Oh, Sorrento. Oh, okay.
Which is not in Illinois.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, that's not in Illinois. So yeah, going to Sorrento and spending some time there with my family, and it's kind of all in the name and vein of building a bigger life, not a bigger lifestyle.
Yeah.
And so for us, it's an extended period of time of just hanging out and being together, and I'm going to do some writing and probably some content while I'm there. So
Very cool.
It'll be good.
From Italy.
Yes.
Very
yes.
cool. Awesome.
Mangia.
Yeah.
Drinking the vino and all that. Yeah.
The vino.
It'll be good. It'll be good. So we're curious from your standpoint, what are you getting? Mm-hmm. We want to know, what are the things you want us to talk about on the show? What questions do you have? If you have them, send them to questions@masteryofmoney.com. We've got a couple more mailbag shows coming up here in the coming weeks. Questions from listeners and viewers just like you. So we'd love to know what you're thinking. Hit us up at questions@masteryofmoney.com or comment on a post or story on Instagram, Mastery of Money.
Yeah, and share your big money breakthroughs. I mean, in the last week we had, some of our listeners close new business and have really powerful sales conversations they didn't have before.
Yes.
And all is, associated with getting their mind right around their money.
Totally.
So, yeah.
Totally. So on the next episode, we are talking about how to invest when you don't have a lot of money, which is kind of an interesting topic because there's a lot of folks out there that are living paycheck to paycheck. So how do you scrape together an extra $10, $25, $50 a month to put towards investments? That's the next episode.
All right.
Cool. We'll see you then.